Today, we're going to see what prime Cooper Flagg looks like according to 2K26. So basically, I'm going to simulate until he gets to his prime. We'll see like what kind of stats he puts up, what kind of attributes he has, and just ultimately how good he ends up being according to this game. So we are going to have injuries off for this, just to ensure he reaches his full potential. Right now he's an 87 because he's received a lot of boosts here in his rookie year because he's been playing really good, especially in the second half of the season. So we're just going to first of all simulate the rest of his rookie year, see how the Mavs do. Obviously they're doing pretty bad so far, but 2K does love the Mavs, so they might end up doing better. Maybe they'll make the playoffs somehow, but I doubt it. Before we get too far into it, I'd really appreciate it if you'd subscribe to the channel. I'm trying to hit 200 subscribers, and it'd be really nice if you click the button. And also, while this is simulating, I do want to say I'm glad to be back. I haven't recorded in a long time, but basically I've got some new equipment now. I actually have the next-gen version of 2K now. I'm on 2K26, and I think I'm just going to have a lot of fun recording new videos like this one. Alright, Nikola Jokic wins MVP. Cooper Flagg, Rookie of the Year, averaging 21. Nice to see. So as I predicted, the Mavs did a lot better in the second half in the sim because they ended up being 41-41 from their losing record, and they're in the play-in, so we'll see if they make the playoffs. Nope, they lose in the play-in, so no playoff appearance for Cooper in his rookie year, but I'm sure the Mavs will be there in his second year. Cavs win the finals. James Harden finals MVP and over the Thunder. That's kind of weird, but it's actually kind of cool. Alright, so we're just going to simulate straight to player progression here. Let's see how much Cooper goes up in his second year. Alright, so Cooper's up to a 90 overall here in his second year. That's pretty good. He's the same as Kyrie, who didn't go down. We do have injuries off, so there might be less regression from older players. And D Live goes up to an 82, Max Christie up to an 81. This team got Lou Dort, but overall the team's pretty much the same, except for improvements from some of the younger players. So let's see how good they do, and let's see how good Cooper does, because in his rookie year he averaged like just under 21, I think. So let's see how he does here. He's basically the main scoring option now, so he'll probably average like 25 in his second year. They did super good, won 67 games it seems like. Anthony Edwards wins MVP, averaging 37 points. They won 67 games. Let's see if Cooper made All-NBA. He didn't. Alright, Cooper averaged just under 25, so my prediction was pretty close. 24.7 points a game, 6 rebounds, 5 assists. Also, Kyrie actually led the team in scoring, averaging 28, for anyone curious. And Cooper does get a championship and the finals MVP, averaging 32 in the finals. So quite the second season here for Cooper, but let's see how much he progresses. And Cooper is up to a 95 in only his third season. He goes up 5, and they picked up Jaime Jaquez, who's an 84. Max Christie's up to an 83. D Live's up to an 83. They got Jarris Walker now too. So this is actually a good team now. Before they shouldn't have really won the championship. It's just because 2K likes the Mavs. But like now, this team's actually good with Cooper. I just remembered actually they don't have Kyrie, so maybe this team isn't actually a championship level team. But knowing 2K, they'll probably win the champ. I also just realized that now that Kyrie isn't there, the team might be worse. Like, they're not doing as good as they were before, but they're starting to pick it up. But Cooper might average 30 because there's no real other, like, true scoring options on the team. Alright, so they won almost 70 games again, and Cooper averaged 34.7 boards, 5 assists, and won MVP in only his third year. That is insane. He is OP in 2K. Yeah, so he progresses extremely well in the game, as you can see. And will he beat the Magic in the finals? Yes, he will. Cooper Flagg averages 40 in the finals to win another chip. Like, that is insane. So, I guess, let's see if he progresses even more going into his fourth year. So, he's already on GOAT-type path after only 3 years. So, he's up to a 97. Jarris Walker's an 86. And, yeah, so there still isn't really any crazy scoring options on this team. Like, it's not bad, but... And his shot tendency just slowly going up. I don't think he really needs it, considering he averaged 34 last year. Alright, so another great season. Coop doesn't win MVP this time. This time it's Wemby, averaging 28 and 13. They did win 67 games, though, and Flagg gets the NBA Cup MVP. I just wanted to pull this up so I could see his stats. He still averaged 32 points, 8 boards, and 5 assists, so he had an argument for MVP for sure. Wait, those are his NBA Cup stats, not his regular stats, so I screwed that up. But he still averaged 31, 7, and 5. He could have made All-NBA first team, to be honest. But I guess the Spurs actually beat them in the standings. They put up 69 wins, so It's really like the two titans of the West, the Mavs and the Spurs. I mean, honestly, the Spurs are definitely better, like, as a team, but of course they're going to get swept because the Mavs are OP. Anyway, Cooper doesn't win the championship. He doesn't three-peat, but the Hawks win the championship. All right, Coop goes up one more to a 98. So I'm going to simulate one more year. If he doesn't go up, then he's just sticking with a 98. If he goes up again, then it'll still be the last year because he'll be a 99. And then basically what I'm going to do after that, once he's at his peak, I'm going to basically hop into a game with him and just see what he can do, and like also check out his stats and see what kind of ratings he has. Alright, so they might win 70 games here, and they do. They went on a crazy run to close the year, and Paolo Banchero wins MVP? That, like, never happens. Okay, so Cooper toned it down a little bit this year. I think his team was a bit better. He averaged 29, 7, and 5. So let's see if he goes ahead and he loses in the second round. That is not what I thought. He's already won 2 chips. The Magic win. What a year for Paolo, bro. Alright, let's see. Moment of truth. Will he progress to a 99? No, he won't. So he's reached his peak at a 98. Still very good. Cooper has 2 chips, 1 MVP right now. He's making All-NBA every year now. So now that he's at his peak, I'm going to actually like take a look at some of his attributes, and then I'm going to hop into a game, see how he plays. Alright, so let's take a look at some of 98 overall Cooper Flagg's attributes. Alright, so his offense attributes are probably going to be really good. So 99 driving layup. His post isn't that good, to be honest. 99 draw foul, 98 close shot, 92 midi, 88 3, 85 free throw. Yeah, you can see all these stats are going to be pretty good. I mean, all of his stats are going to be good. He's 98 overall. So his rebounding is decent, but not super good. His athleticism is quite good. Durability doesn't really affect it. Yeah, these attributes are really good, his mental attributes. And his intangibles and potential are obviously going to be good. So I guess there is a chance he could progress up to a 99 in the next couple years, but honestly, he's pretty much at his peak. His peak is arguably a couple years ago because he was averaging 34, but let's take a look at some of his badges. I'm sure they're really good. Yeah, most of these badges are going to be equipped. I want to see if he has any legend badges. Honestly, he doesn't seem to have any legend badges, so I feel like he could get even better in this sim. Like, there is a chance he could progress to a 99, like I said, but there's also a chance he could just have some random regression and go down to like a 96, so that's why I don't want to keep simulating. I think this is pretty much the best we're going to get in terms of prime Cooper Flagg, 98 overall. Alright, so I got a bit of practice with his jump shot in, so I'm going to try to hop into a game now, see how I do. I might not do that good because I still don't know his jump shot that well, but whatever. They drop back, I get open, and I miss. Open again, this time I green it, there we go. He has a slow jump shot, which I'm not used to, so I missed first time, but I'm kind of getting used to it now. Let's run a Cooper Flagg with Cooper as the roller, see if we can get him a dunk. Set me one, Coop. Set me one. Yup. Dunk on him. Okay, well that works. Euro step to the lay, that's tough. Asar Thompson's a good defender, but like Cooper has like a 99 layup, so it doesn't really matter. Let's try to get to the rim here. Tough layup, draws the foul. Alright, I'm assuming he has a pretty good free throw rating. That was pretty easy. 2 for 2. Yeah, overall, to actually play with him, his jump shot, I'm not a huge fan of it. But, like, he has a good 3-point rating. So if you get it down, you're going to be knocking down shots easily. Yeah, let me just go. Let's see if we can get a dunk. Okay, I really want to get a dunk. That's another layup. I want to get a dunk. Let me get a dunk with Cooper here. Oh, I missed it. They have Coop at point right now, which I actually don't mind. Maybe I can dunk on this random dude or just step back and miss. Let's just go to the rack and dunk it on this little guy. There we go. Easy dunk. All right, Cooper, let's head all the way. Another dunk. There we go. Let's do a pull-up on the rim here. All right, so it's safe to say Cooper is a fantastic finisher, pretty good shooter in the game. And in the simulation, he's just insane, winning MVPs, championships, averaging 30. So it's safe to say that prime Cooper Flagg, according to 2K, is extremely good. And if he ends up this good in real life, the league might be in trouble. So that's all for now. So see you guys later. Bye.